Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston-Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sara. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
And today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it! At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com, and remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
Coming up in just a bit, we are going to talk about Sara's idea for a children's book.
Yay!
Which is, I love it already. She gave me one word as a description for her children's book, and I love it already. We'll give you some details on the Lewiston-Auburn Balloon Festival, which is coming up on August 21st through the 23rd, and we have some of our patented nonsense.
Oh, nonsense.
Nonsense.
Nonsense light or nonsense heavy?
Nonsense light.
Okay.
Including old school struggles that would break people today.
Oh.
Yeah, Sherry and I were talking about this morning, how this generation's attitude towards working a job is completely different than what we grew up with. But so we'll, you call in sick 13 times in a couple of months. And
why do I lose my job? I don't understand.
You get an award for attendance. I don't know. So we'll have that and a whole lot more coming up here in just a bit. But before we get there, let's take a look at some headlines for Thursday, July 30th.
Lewiston City Administrator Brian Cainrath announced a new initiative aimed at addressing the city's rise in youth violence by increasing police resources and pursuing changes to Maine's juvenile justice laws. Lewiston Police Department data shows juveniles were involved in 12 of the city's 19 shootings from January through June of this year.
As part of the enforcement strategy, Cainrath will ask the City Council to approve $200,000 in police overtime funding. The proposal would support deployment of the department's mobile command unit as a satellite police station, expanded foot and bicycle patrols, and additional saturation enforcement details.
A new traffic light is being installed at one of the most accident-prone intersections in the state. I know exactly where this is. The $600,000 project at the intersection of Washington Street and Beach Hill and Danville Corner roads in Auburn, just north of exit 75 on the main turnpike, should be fully operational by September. From 2023 to 2025, the intersection saw 18 crashes and 14 injuries.
Have you had some close calls there?
It's just it's a tricky spot.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to get out of those Beach Hill and Danville Corners side roads because Washington Avenue is virtually a racetrack of people going, they're coming off the highway where it's 75 and they're hitting this 45 to 50 mile an hour zone, still going 75. Yep. So it's tough.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be a hard one to get used to, I'm sure. But.
Yeah. And the Lewiston Planning Board hosted a public forum for residents to comment on the city's safety and mobility study, which aims to change the traffic patterns on Lisbon Street. Maine DOT data shows that in the past 5 years, there have been 5 bicycle crashes and 15 pedestrian crashes in the city. Proposals include more crosswalks and a two-way path for bikes.
I propose that people who are crossing the street on Lisbon Street use the crosswalks. That's my proposal.
That would help.
I have had so many people just dash out in front of me on Lisbon Street, 5 feet from the crosswalk.
That would be a great help.
The whole street's not a crosswalk. You gotta give those drivers some warning.
Yeah. A little common sense out there, folks.
Just help us out.
Yes. Now it's time for the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love. Cloudy with some late evening rain today. We'll have a high of 72 and a low of 63. A little bit cooler today. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a high of 79 and a low of 63. And cloudy on Saturday with a high of 80 and a low of 61.
In sports, Andrew Monasterio hit a 2-run homer in the 10th inning to give the Red Sox a 4-2 win over the Athletics. They'll play again tonight at 9:30 in Sacramento.
They're just doing all right, huh?
They're all right, those Red Sox.
On paper.
They got me. They got me back on board. They got me excited again.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we'll see how that turns out. That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is
Sweeping
the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for July the 30th, shall we?
Uh-huh.
All right. We got a bunch of them today. Oh, my goodness.
A plethora?
A plethora of birthdays. We're going to start off with Jamie Presley, who is 49 years old today. She played Joy on My Name is Earl. She was fantastic in that. And she also starred in the original Bring It On movie. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
With the rival cheering squads.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness, did Sherry love that movie.
I love Sherry's taste in movies.
Hilary Swank is 52 years old today. She won the Best Actress Oscar for Million Dollar Baby and for Boys Don't Cry. She also played Mr. Miyagi's student, Julie Pierce, in The Next Karate Kid. She didn't die in that movie, so she didn't get an Oscar.
Oh,
Spoiler alert.
I don't think she died in Buffy the Vampire Slayer either.
Okay.
So no Oscar there, but she was great in that movie.
All right. I think
She was on like the prom planning committee. She was just horrible.
we found her formula for success.
Yeah.
Tom Green is 55 years old today. He had the Tom Green Show back in the day on MTV. Do you remember that?
I do.
He was also married to Drew Barrymore for a spell.
For a hot second.
And he wrote, directed, and starred in the film Freddy Got Fingered.
Okay.
Director Christopher Nolan, 56 years old today. The Dark Knight trilogy. Dunkirk, Memento, and Inception.
All really...
Some of his highlights.
Yeah, strong movies. Did he also just produce this one that was, or direct this, The Odyssey? Is that him?
Oh,
Christopher
I'm not sure.
Nolan?
I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure. I feel like he did.
All right. We're just going to go ahead and put it out there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Terry Crews is 58 years old today. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody hates Chris, and he's jacked AF, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he also the host of like one of the talent shows? America's Got Talent or something? He was. If he's not anymore, he was. Vivica A. Fox, 62 years old today. She played Cookie's older sister, Candace, on Empire. She was also in Kill Bill. Her character's name was Vernita Green. She had the unforgettable fight with Uma Thurman in her house as her daughter got home from school. Oh, it was so good. Both of those movies, they're right up there for me. They're so well done. Not that Vivica A. Fox needed her career to be resurrected, but, Quentin Tarantino is so good at that.
Yeah, yes.
Bringing people in that you would never expect.
People who have walked away a little bit from Hollywood.
Yeah, like
because they've done enough.
Daryl Hannah's character in Kill Bill. Come on now.
Yeah.
Who would have ever expected that?
I wonder if he thinks about the character and then or if he thinks about the person and then he's like, I'm going to make this character for this person and I'm going to find a way to make sure they take this role.
And soundtracks too. He's got
he does have a way with those. Yep, you're
incredible. Yeah, Vivica also played Lucinda in Ella Enchanted and Will Smith's wife in the Independence Day movies.
They get married in the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a dancer.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I can't remember her name in the movie.
Lisa Kudrow is 63 years old today. Yeah, you know her as Phoebe from the Friends TV show.
Yeah.
She was on The Friends.
She was on The Friends.
Right?
She's one of my favorites.
Smelly cat, smelly cat. Yeah. I love how she tells Chrissy Hind how to perform Smelly Cat.
You're doing it wrong, yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne, 65 years old today. He played Morpheus in The Matrix, right? Are you a fan of The Matrix?
I actually have never seen it all.
Me neither.
Through.
Isn't that crazy?
And I love Keanu Reeves too, and I've just been like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know there was like a red pill and a blue pill, and there's some karate moves, but that's about all I know about The Matrix. Sorry, Lawrence. Delta Burke, 70 years old today.
Oh,
she played
amazing
Suzanne Sugarbaker on Designing Women.
What an excellent example for young women in the 80s and the 90s. Those four ladies were, but especially her. Like she took no BS from anybody and was graceful and poised the entire time.
I remember having a little crush on Annie Potts.
Oh, she was so cute.
In Designing Women.
Yes.
Yeah, she was my favorite. And rounding out FPBs for July the 30th is Arnold.
It's the Terminator.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. 79 years old today.
Wow.
Actor, politician, bodybuilder. He's done it all. Cigar aficionado.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Governor?
Governor. Yeah, politician.
The Governator, isn't that what they called him?
The Governator.
The Governator.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a life he's led.
Yeah.
Arnold has literally done it all.
Didn't he marry into the Kennedy family,
He
too?
sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he banged the maid, and
Oops.
and then he wasn't married into the Kennedy family anymore.
Oh, no, Arnold.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, you broke it. You broke it apart. You had it all, man.
She was wearing a tight apron.
She was dressed as a maid. You know how that goes.
Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
This is a good one. 23 years ago in 2003 in Mexico, the very last old-style Volkswagen Beetle was made. You know the one.
I do. Herbie the Love Bug.
The Love Bug.
Was an old-style Volkswagen Beetle.
Yep.
Did you ever do that game in the backseat of the car ride?
punch buggy?
Punch buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see them around anymore, so a lot of kids have a lot fewer bruises on
Right?
their
Oh,
shoulders.
man. My brother used to hit real hard, too.
Oh,
He'd
jeez.
see a punch buggy.
That's
punch buggy blue, no pass backs. Remember?
And their engine was in the trunk,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were cool-looking
They're pretty
vehicles.
cool. 24 years ago in 2002, Bruce Springsteen released The Rising. It was his 12th album written in direct response to the September 11th attacks.
That Bruce does not shy away.
No, he does not have a problem with it. 27 years ago in 1999, The Blair Witch Project was released. Did you ever see that?
Never
I
saw
went and
it.
saw it in the theater. It was silly.
Silly?
Yeah.
Not scary?
No,
Okay.
I wasn't scared.
All right.
I don't know. It was weird. 44 years ago in 1982, Night Shift opened, a movie starring Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton as two guys who turn the city morgue into a brothel with the help of Shelley Long.
Now, that movie I did see.
Yeah.
That movie was really funny.
It was.
It was. I became a Michael Keaton fan. I was, 82? I was 12 years old.
I became a Michael Keaton fan with Batman, but I understand that there's like a whole repertoire of films where he's really quite funny.
Yeah. Gung Ho was another.
Gung
Michael
Ho,
Keaton
yeah,
movie that
Mr.
was
Mom.
Funny. Yeah,
Night
but I
Shift.
thought all three of them. Henry Winkler played the straight guy. Michael Keaton played this off-the-wall, crazy
Makes
party
sense.
animal.
Yeah.
And Shelley Long was a prostitute with a really good head on her shoulders.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, she was a business-minded prostitute.
51 years ago in 1975, Jimmy Hoffa was last seen outside a restaurant near Detroit, Michigan. He was 62. He was officially declared a dead man by an Oakland County judge after 7 years and 131 days, but his body has never been found.
Which means he could still be out there.
He could be underground like Whitey Bulger was for so long. 60 years ago in 1966, Batman, the movie, made its world premiere starring Adam West. The campy classic sets Batman and Robin against four of their arch enemies, the Joker, Catwoman, the Riddler, and the Penguin. 61 years ago in 1965, President Lyndon Johnson signed the Medicare bill, creating Medicare for the elderly and Medicaid for the poor. The first two cards went to Harry Truman and his wife because Truman was the first president to try to get a Medicare bill passed in Congress way back in 1949.
In related news, the Trump administration is ending the Medicare Part D subsidy program that starts next year.
Wow, we've come so far.
We have come so far. Progress is wonderful.
Yeah. 70 years ago in 1956, In God We Trust became the official model of the U.S. It appeared on our money for the first time a year later on a $1 silver certificate.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, whatever.
I think we should separate church and currency.
I kind of do. I kind of do too. Church and currency.
Believe what you want, but why is it on my money?
Yeah.
Anywho, those are your FPBs and OTDs for July the 30th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
And now, Miss Sara.
Yes.
As we teased it in the open,
Okay.
because we happen to have a copy of the Chronicles of a Guinea Pig in our studio, written by Kayla James. And Kayla just came out with the Chronicles of a Guinea Pig 2.
I'm excited about that.
Right?
Yeah.
She's doing great. She's killing it.
She's doing it.
As a local children's author. You told me, you shared with me that you have an idea for a children's book.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about it when I'm walking in the woods. That's when my brain is really, really clear. And I was thinking about Duncan, my little Dunkaroony.
Yeah.
And how he's such a neurotic little fella.
So for those who don't know, Duncan is a dog.
Duncan's a dog.
Looks like a cartoon.
Yep. He's a chocolate lab with the body of a Dachshund. Like, he has kind of dwarfism. His legs are very, very short and they outturn, sort of like a bulldog.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about writing a book about Duncan that would be relatable to children who might be going through foster care or adoptive services. Because we don't really know a whole lot about what happened to Duncan, but we know that wherever he was before he was with us, he was really happy. Right? Like, because he had like all these habits that we were like, oh, that's interesting. What a life he must have led. However he ended up in the shelter, we don't know very much about that either, other than his person passed away. And so his life changed very dramatically. And I thought, well, that's very relatable to children who might be going through something like that too. Like, maybe they have to go live with a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle because of circumstances in their life, and how I could write a little book about what happened to Duncan and how he, like, his progression into living with our family, and how things are different, but not bad, but just different, So I was thinking that would be...
I love it.
Yeah?
Please do it.
I'm going to try it out. I'm not a super great artist, but I would want to do the art myself because I know my little Duncan so well.
Yeah.
But I have drawn pictures of Duncan before. I see it a certain way in my head, like where he's kind of dreaming and thinking about life before and what it looked like. And I kind of just want it to be, you know how I am. I just want it to be perfect, and it's never going to be perfect. So I have to let go of the idea that I can do it all by myself, but I kind of want to get a rough draft of it out before I bring it to somebody who may actually know how to illustrate a book. But I just think that would be such a nice little tribute to Duncan. He's getting older.
Yeah.
He's about to turn 13.
What about the story? Have you written any of it?
I have.
In your head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's just basically his story, what I know of it, and then like kind of filling in the blanks.
Okay.
So in the opening of the book, it would be him sitting with his person in a chair and having like the tennis ball right next to him and thinking about how much he loved his person, and then, kind of walking through what I would think that would look like for him as his person is now suddenly gone, and then like the shelter, and then like how he was in the shelter for such a long time, and then us walking in, and then like life with us from there.
And it would be geared towards children.
It would be for kids. Yeah. Like, because I think that's, there's probably a lot of kids out there who have had, like through circumstances they have no control over, end up in a home that wasn't by design for them. Right? Like, they have somebody pass away or something happens and their family gets kind of split into pieces, or however that, might have happened. And while they may end up in a new home that's very comfortable and great for them, it's still that battle of this is what it was like and this is how it felt. Because I feel like that's something that Duncan goes through a lot, is like, oh man, this was how this was before and now it's this way, and
right.
I like this way but I liked that way better. And I don't know, I think it would be fun to try to do it.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I hope you do.
I'm gonna give it a go.
All right.
You know how I am. Like I said, I like everything to be perfect, and if it doesn't come out perfect the first time, I'm like, meh.
You got a lot of irons in the fire.
Yeah.
You got a lot going on.
It's not going to be it won't be as a book like Kayla's, because Kayla's book is obviously, I think Kayla's book is for all readers, but because of the illustrations, it's for younger kids too. But there's a story there for older readers too, like the 4th and 5th graders. My book would be just for young children.
Yeah.
5 to 7-ish, I think, is where I would gear it.
I like it.
Thanks.
Let's make it happen.
Okay.
All right.
You gonna draw the pictures?
You don't want me to draw the pictures.
It's little stick figures of Duncan.
I draw as well as I sing.
Okay.
So take that into consideration.
Yeah.
All right. So we will keep our eyes and ears out for that for Sarah's children's book.
Yeah, that might be a couple of years in the making with everything else going on, but yeah.
Looking for a vehicle but don't love the car shopping experience? At K&R Auto Sales on Center Street in Auburn, Frankie Campbell is known as your friend in the car business. That means no pressure, honest conversations, and helping you find the right vehicle for your budget and your life. Stop by K&R Auto Sales today and see how easy buying a car can feel when you've got a friend on your side. Coming up in just about 3 weeks, we have the Lewiston-Auburn Balloon Festival. Red, white, and balloons is the theme because of the 250th birthday for America.
Oh, that's clever.
This one, I don't know if you know, Sarah, but it's the first I've heard of there being a parade at the Balloon Festival.
Nope, I hadn't heard about a festival parade. No.
I can't recall one, but this year on Saturday, August 22nd, it's going to start at 10:30 a.m. There's going to be a parade for the Balloon Festival.
Oh, fun.
Awesome. So be on the lookout for that on Saturday during Balloon Fest weekend. The Balloon Festival is anticipating over 100,000 visitors.
Wow.
Which is just insane. Sara and I got to MC the event last year, which was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
They have 25 food stands. And a lot
25?
of those. Yeah, a lot of those are like local establishments.
Our friends?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Local nonprofits. 14 different balloons are going to be at this year's festival. And it's going to take place over 3 days, August 21st through the 23rd.
Wow.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of great musical acts on the stage, too. It's not just balloons.
What do we got?
They got Motor Booty Affair.
Nice.
They've got Robert Washington. You guys know who Robert Washington is, right? He's Elvis, baby.
He also does a killer James Brown.
Oh, yeah?
I took my mom to that show. It was at the Franco Center. And he came out as James Brown, did about a half hour, and then went backstage and changed and came back out as Elvis. And it was awesome.
Oh, that's so cool.
Just awesome.
Yeah. So he'll be there. Ocean House Road Band will be there. The Redneck Castaway Band, which is a Kenny Chesney type cover band. The L.A. Harley Band. They're all going to be there.
Yeah, too cool. Maybe we'll see you there. Sara and I haven't been asked back yet, but that happens often with us.
It does. It's still 3 weeks away. We could get a call in 2.5 weeks. Oh, by the way.
That's what happened last year.
I wonder if you guys might be able to.
I think it was the week of.
It was the week of. And weirdly, you and I did each have a free, like we each individually had a free night and then a night where we could work together.
Right.
Which is rare.
It is.
Because you and I, that's the thing about, I think planning committees maybe don't understand about entertainers is like we book as far out as we possibly can. Like I've got shows scheduled into October and September right now. So when I get a call the week of something, it's usually going to be a no.
It's usually a no. Hard no.
Going to have to be a no, but I would have loved to have done that. Given a little more warning.
Yeah. Regardless, it's going to be an awesome time and a great celebration here in the Twin Cities.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I was looking at on their Facebook page, they have like an American flag balloon. It's like a rectangle, and it's a flag.
Oh, yeah?
Which is super cool.
I just don't understand how that works, I guess, because, like, I mean, I understand how balloons work. But, like, I feel like they have to be a certain shape to hold the air and be able to fly, right?
I don't know if the shape matters that much as what's going on inside of it. Right?
Yeah, okay.
So they say it's called America One. It's a United States flag balloon. It's flown by pilot Barry DeLibero. It's 53 feet tall, 78 feet wide, and it weighs 530 pounds. front
flat on the ground.
flat on the ground. Front to back, it is 29 feet.
Jeez.
It is massive. So that's going to be awesome.
Massive. Excited to see Spider Pig again.
Spider Pig.
Spider Pig.
Is he coming again? Has that been confirmed?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I hope so. They have a they have a photo of you and I on their Facebook page from 2 years ago.
Really?
And then one from a couple from last year.
Oh my goodness. We're so famous.
Yeah.
Coolio.
It's my balloon dress from 2 years ago. Guess I can't wear that again. And then last year, I think I had foxes.
If you would like more info on the Balloon Festival, go online to laballoonfest.org. And as Sara mentioned, you can also find them on the Facebook.
The Facebook.
Facebook.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston-Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
I have old school struggles that would break people today.
Oh,
and
boy.
I mentioned that Sherry and I were just talking about this recently.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about one of our kids who had a job at Hannaford and ended up, like, within the span of 2 months, they called out, I would say, between 8 to 10 times. And Sherry was like, if you were my employee, I'd fire you. And that's how it was back in the day. It's not that way anymore. I think we've become a lot more lax.
It depends on the business, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Like Hannaford is probably, if your position there is cashier, that probably does put a little bit of a strain on their rest of the staff. But if you're stocking or something like that, maybe not so much. Like for our business, we rely on our associates to be there because of our customer service model. Like
Right.
if we're short a person, we have to find another person.
Right.
We can't just operate without that person for the day. And there are certainly times where if someone has repeatedly called out, they have in fact been let go.
That wasn't the case.
No.
Actually received some commendations for, like, customer service. And
No.
Yeah.
Well,
And
okay.
I may have been exaggerating. Maybe it wasn't 8 to 10 times, but it was more than a handful.
Yeah.
Over a 2-month span.
Yeah. You're talking generationally.
I think so, yeah.
So I work in the hiring part of our business.
Yeah.
So I see all the resumes, I see all the interviewees and all of that. And there is a big percentage of a certain generation. However, there's also a new thing that is happening amongst older workers where they will acquire a full-time position, underperform, and then file a lawsuit when they are let go.
Oh, no.
Yep. So our business has always been very good at documentation, which lends itself to being able to say, well, these are the circumstances
Right.
and this is why this person was let go. But in a lot of small businesses where they don't focus on documentation and things like that, it does become really, really litigious. It's interesting. Like, it seems like a lot more work to do all of that than to just show up and do your job.
Show
To
up and do
me.
your job.
To me.
Too many people are looking to just screw the system.
It is interesting.
Right?
Yeah, the workforce has certainly changed in the last, I mean, I've worked in retail for the last 17 years. I've seen a huge shift in the last 6 to 9. Actually, probably since COVID. A huge shift in how our workforce functions and the expectations of the workforce of the business. Like we're expected to do a lot more for them than they are for us
Yeah.
these days. Also, small businesses don't work that way.
Yeah.
You know, we're at points in our tenure of over 100 years of being in business, we have been more of a nonprofit than a profit business.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We have a hospital that was just recently taken over by another company. And one of their policies is no one's working remotely anymore.
Yeah.
You have to come in. And people are just quitting. Like
Yeah, they
en
don't-
masse. People are
Yeah.
just like, no, I'm not.
I'm not going to do that.
I worked from home for, 3-4 years, whatever it was.
I got used to it and I liked it.
And now you want me to come in and punch a clock and get dressed and shower in the morning and all that. And people are just quitting and finding something else.
I'm wondering if people were more productive in that model, though, of working from home.
I feel that I am. It's a lot of computer work. I'm doing a lot of editing, audio, graphics, building websites, things like that. And I find I work more efficiently at home.
You're comfortable.
Yeah.
right? Like, I think when I'm in my ordering period of time, which I am right now, I do feel like I could get up and get going and get started a lot earlier if I didn't have to go into the office. Like, there is a certain... it is kind of a front-facing job for me, too. Like, I'm expected to meet vendors and work with customers and stuff. So I do have to shower, and I do have to get dressed, and I have to look nice and professional. But if I didn't have to do that, and I could just, like, get up, get my coffee, get my breakfast, and get right to writing orders, I would be so productive. I would get so much done because I'm up so early. You know, I'm not going to go into my office at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I'll go into my kitchen and work at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like I am pretty focused when I'm at home. Like if I have a task, I work on that task until it's done. So we don't have that option. We were never given the option of working from home.
And I think for us, I think it's a generational thing as well. Even if we are working from home, we are working. It's not like we're looking to get out of it in some way or looking to cut corners. But.
Yeah. I might do the dishes while I'm on the clock, but I feel like a lot. I think that's kind of expected. Like, oh, you're eating through lunch? Yeah, you can do the dishes.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries.
Not a big deal. Throw in a load of laundry, you know. It's no different than walking to the bathroom or hanging out in the kitchen, the company kitchen, you know. It's all the same.
Yep. So there was a survey where they asked older adults what everyday inconvenience from the past would frustrate people today. And it just goes to show how much technology has changed our lives. These are the top 7. Waiting for a phone call.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, folks, the phones weren't attached to our hip.
Yeah.
And we did not know who was on the other end when the phone rang.
Yeah.
Unless we were expecting a call.
Yeah.
And then, even then, you'd have to sit by the phone so you'd make sure you didn't miss the call.
I was thinking a busy signal.
Yeah.
There's probably people who've never even heard a dial tone.
Don't even know what it is.
Never heard a dial tone, never heard a busy signal.
Yep.
Right?
How about writing everything down by hand, which is something you're very good at.
I do that still.
When I first met Sara, when Sara first came to the radio station, she had a backpack.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you carrying a backpack around to a radio interview? she had about 17 notebooks in there, just full of randomness, right?
Yeah, I just write things down as I think of them. I keep one at my desk and I just write. Like if I read something that I want to remember, I like to write it down because I feel like that connection from my eyes and my brain to the paper and my hand makes that connection stay. Because as I'm getting older, it's hard for me to remember things.
Oh, man. Another one is researching at the library.
Oh.
Which is something we had to do.
I was a librarian. I bet there's people who don't even know what the Dewey Decimal System is.
Nope.
Never seen a card catalog. Remember having to use a card catalog?
Oh, God. Do I ever? Checking books out.
Checking out
and
a
then
book.
having to pay 7 cents if you brought them back 8 months late.
You gotta bring them back. It was I think it was a nickel a day for us.
Yeah, I knew.
Nickel a day.
I just remember it was so worth like keeping the book for an extra week or two if you really needed it.
Yeah.
Rather than going back to renew it.
No one was going to check it out anyway.
While we're on this subject, I just saw something on the news yesterday where a teacher busted over half of his students for using AI on a written assignment.
Come on.
So he wrote out the criteria for what the kids should write about, right? Mm-hmm. Listed it out. Everything was detailed in very small print and colored in white so it wouldn't show up was the phrase, and Julius Caesar was kicked out of the group chat. Okay. So when the kids would hit Control A to highlight all of the criteria and throw it into Chat GPT, unless they were looking for it, they wouldn't know it was there.
Yeah.
So then they hit enter and the paper prints. And once the teacher got all the assignments back, he would do a Control F for group chat. And anyone who had that in there failed.
Oh, that is clever.
Yes.
That is clever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not bad, right?
Not bad. Yeah. It scares me a little bit to think there's an entire group of people who are going to be healthcare providers and lawyers and doctors and people in high positions where they're they're responsible for the well-being and lives of others who have never actually had to study or learn anything because of ChatGPT. Like, it's terrifying to think about what our future might hold when the current force that we have retire out and this new one is all that's left.
Yeah, it's brutal. And not just ChatGPT. I mean, AI. There's
AI,
so many
in general.
And there are so many out there.
Yeah, like there's just so much that we actually gain from really, truly reading something and having to write about it.
Yep.
And having to study and actually learn that we're like, this generation's going to be able to just bypass that and get their degree and move into the workforce without the education that is necessary to do the job that they're about to do. Obviously there are exceptions to the rule. There are going to be people who are passionate and want to learn and want to do the job. And I hang my hopes on those people.
Yeah. And every generation looks back and says, oh, it was better when. I'm trying not to do that because this is where we are now.
Right.
This is what progress gets us.
I think their AI is a very purposeful tool and useful in many ways. And I'm sure like the convenience of it will benefit our cultures in many, many ways. I think there are some detrimental things to it as well. You just got to hope for the best.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't want to fault this younger generation for how they are. Products of their environment.
Right,
which
exactly.
we all are.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Anyway, a few more of these. Hunting down a payphone when you needed to make a call out in public.
It all comes down to the phone, right?
Again, folks, we didn't have phones on our person. So if you needed to contact somebody, first of all, you needed to know their number.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many numbers do you know by heart on your phone? Probably not a bunch, right? Maybe one or two. But yeah, you had to find a payphone. You had to have a quarter to put into the payphone and then make a call, and then you'd run out of time unless you put more quarters in. It was like a parking meter. What about finding out about snow days?
Oh, you got to sit and watch the ticker on the bottom of the news.
Yes, and all the schools were listed in alphabetical order. So you had to wait. I'm like, Lewiston!
It's
in the middle of the alphabet. I don't care about Acton.
Okay.
Come on now.
Washburn.
Oh, jeez. That was the worst.
I had to wait.
Like, I remember some days Auburn would be on the list and Lewiston would not be.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe they didn't call it in as soon as Auburn did. So you're just sitting there waiting for Lewiston to show up. But anyways, that's what we had to go through back then. Now they just text you. They text the parents. They text the students.
Yep, no school.
Yep. How about this? Sharing a party line. Again, with the phone. Yeah, several houses used to be able to share the same phone line. And if someone was on the line, other families could pick up and listen.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
And the last one is using a manual typewriter, which
I love a manual typewriter.
Hell on earth. Manual typewriter. You make a mistake, you got to put a different ribbon in, white it out. How many typing mistakes, how many typos do you make during the course of a day? And you think if you were using a manual typewriter and every time you made a mistake, you had to change a ribbon. And oh, man, what a nightmare. Anywho, that's when the search and destroy method of one finger typing kind of came in handy. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Those are some old school struggles that would break people today. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.